Well, cheers, and how do you do, buckaroos? If you can hear Saxon Wheels of Steel, I don't own the rights to Saxon Wheels of Steel. I just happen to be playing the tune on my Spotify. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, this is a revisit for me from last year. It's the first time I've had it this year. Oh. Using my Sierra Nevada glass here, the Sierra Nevada IPA glass that they them and the Dogfish had. This says Sierra Nevada on it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, son of a gun. Hot Bullet, it's 8%. They don't give IBUs, quite frankly. I didn't care to look it up. I had this last year, and I kind of enjoyed it. I wasn't necessarily in love with it. Necklace keeps getting tangled on me. This chain is just getting worse and worse. It just keeps getting kinked up on me. I liked it when I first got it, but I'm having nothing but problems with it. I've had it for a couple years, I guess, though, but just expected it to last longer, and it's starting to irritate me. Keeps getting kinked up. I think it's the humidity. Anyway, I lost my focus there, but yeah, so it's a nice golden. I basically picked it up because, well, what the hell, again, I wanted to revisit it, and it was only $8.99 for an 8% for a 6-pack of an 8% double IPA. So I figured, what the hell, and I'm not a ticker, right? I'm not a ticker. I'm a guy that actually loves craft beer. I'm not trying to get imaginary pats on the back from sites that want to tell you what beer you ought to be drinking to get imaginary pats on the back. This pours very nice, you can see. It's got a nice golden color, a deep gold. I like that color. I'm remembering it different from when I had it last year. It could just be my memory playing tricks, and I didn't watch my video from last year. It's a very, you feel that dankness on the nose. Feel like I'm getting some citrus, some orange specifically. You might find some grapefruit in there, but I'm really feeling orange in a great big way. Oh, damn. Orange, melon, stone fruit is what I picked up right away there. Typically you feel a lot of grapefruit, but I'm not feeling a lot of grapefruit here. Body feels lighter than I remember. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch my video from last year because this isn't all the flavors or aromas that I remember, but I'm sure it's just me. I feel like I'm getting some tropical fruit notes in there. Wheels of Steel. You can hear Saxon Wheels of Steel. I don't own a right to Saxon Wheels of fucking Steel. How about that? That's Sierra Nevada Hot Bullet. I do like these IPA glasses. I bought 2 of them. Well, actually, I bought 4 because I was giving 2 to a friend. Giving 2 to a friend at the time. One of them broke almost instantly. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks after I had the glasses. The first one broke. They're very thin. Well, I've been able to hang on to this one. This was back in 2013, so I've hung on to it for about 5 years. A social media friend from out of state was passing through, and we traded some beers. We met somewhere, and we traded beers. He brought me some stuff. I brought him some stuff. And then I gave him a couple glasses. He since unfriended me on social media. I'm not really clear why. Made a racist comment on one of my posts, and I just deleted the comment. He commented the same thing 3 times, and I just deleted the comment all 3 times, and then was unfriended. So I'm assuming it probably was because I deleted his comment, but since he was too cowardly to say anything, I don't know why exactly. Some people are just chicken shits by nature. Hey, sorry, Sierra Nevada. This is why I don't call when I do a beer review, because I'm having a conversation just like you and I we're in a pub together. I'm having a conversation with myself, but I'm assuming I'm anticipating your answers, so I go back and forth with myself. Anyway, so I digress, man. Oh shoot. South Station Blues, a Joe Perry project. I don't know the rights to South Station Blues from the Joe Perry project. If you can hear South Station Blues from the Joe Perry project, I do not own any rights, but it's a damn fine tune, and you should find it yourself. I actually have the album this is on, so there you go. Uh, it's funny. I'm liking this more than I remember liking it last year. I don't know if it's different. Maybe my perception of it's different. I don't know. It does feel more dank than I remember, especially on the nose and in the finish. I feel like I'm getting a lot of. I feel like that dankness plus a lot of orange on the nose, and I'm getting some herbal notes as well. A whole lot of bright citrus with the biggest being of orange. I feel like I'm getting a lot of orange, but as I take a drink, I also feel like I'm getting some melon and stone fruit in there as well. There's the slightest hit of honeydew and peach along the way, if you're following me. It's good. I actually like it more than I remember liking it. Again, I only purchased it because, well, $9 for a 6-pack of an 8% beer is pretty damn reasonable by today's craft beer standards. And I was curious. I didn't really have a clear recollection, although the flavors and aromas I'm getting aren't what I thought I remembered. So how about that? Which is why, I'm not a proponent of buying singles. I know beer guys that only buy singles, and then they never revisit the beer. Did you really get a clear understanding of that beer after having only one? And never having it again, do you really feel like you have a clear understanding? That's why I tend to revisit things from year to year. And it's another reason why I'm not a fan of the so-called beer review. Well, I don't like to give grades, numbers, letters. My scale is either a buy again or not buy again, and clearly since I bought this before, it was a buy again for me. Although I didn't remember loving it or enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying it now. So it could be the beer has changed, could be my perception of the beer has changed. Could be my taste buds have changed. It has been a year, and I've gone through some changes, man. Anyway, holy crap, that's a big ass fly. I've been killing flies out here, but I haven't had much trouble with it. But that one was a friggin' monster. That sucker could carry me the hell away, and I'm a big dude. Well, I'm not big. I'm short, but I'm rather stout. I've lost a little bit of weight, though, since May. When I went into weight in May, when I had my knee surgery, I was up over 280, actually. As painful as that is to admit. And a couple weeks ago, when I was at the doctor again, I was at 264. So still clearly way overweight, but loss of about 16 pounds. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 6 months. That's not rapid weight loss, but it is something, I suppose. So there you go. I'm also getting what I just picked up here, and I noticed I let this sit. The longer you let this beer sit, in my opinion, as it warms up, it tends to feel more viscous. That's not a bad thing. That's actually fine. But I also feel like I'm getting some more. I'm getting more sugars than I was initially. I feel like I'm getting just a little bit like a peach nectar kind of sweetness. If any of you remember the old Kerr's nectars, that's kind of what I feel like I'm tasting. So anyway, hey, if you can hear Ronnie Montrose, Rock Candy, I don't own the rights to Ronnie Montrose, Rock Candy. Anyway, I am Tom DeVeris, Beer Evangelist, relevant beer drinker, per rare wisdom man. See, the scary thing is I'm drinking this beer and talking to you, and we're right at 10 minutes as we speak. And this is an 8%. I mean, a beer like this really should take at least 15, 20 minutes to drink. But it doesn't, it hides that alcohol well. It doesn't feel boozy in the least. And well, that's deceiving because it is one that you can knock back, and it's also a double IPA that you feel. There are many double IPAs that really tax your palate, right? You know, they kind of ruin the taste buds for anything else. You got to either have water or a very light lager afterwards. This beer has a lot of flavor, but it doesn't overextend your taste buds. It doesn't overextend your palate. So you can have a couple of these. Just be careful of the 8%. One last time, one more time with feeling. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker. First, shoot that fly away. Per bear wisdom, all around a good guy. Figured I'd dig that glass out since I was having a Sierra Nevada. There you go. Cheers, y'all. Remember, life is serious. Beer shouldn't be.